Good morning, Sagittarius. I really feel like this is a full moon message for you. Okay, so this isn't the total of your weekend, but this is definitely something specific that might come up during the weekend, and it's really interesting because I was like kind of downloading a quote. It's a quote from a movie. I don't know where, I think the quote comes from somewhere famous, but I don't really know. And it goes a little like this, Sagittarius. Our greatest fear is not failure. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And it's really interesting because I do feel like there are some feelings coming up. And I do feel like these feelings are tied to other people. Um, but they're also like tied to you. Okay. And because we have cold moon, face your fears, and how at the moon process your feelings. And it does really have to do with, going your own way, Sag. So I don't know. Maybe this won't be for everyone. I do know that this is an energy that I have encountered in my life. And it very much does feel like a Sagittarius theme. So, you know, we will get to, the specifics on the weekend as we always do. But obviously this is a message that you need to have. I mean, I just feel like people are getting in your head, to be quite honest with you. Without like going through the meanings of every single card, there's a lot of swords here. There's a lot of swords. There's a lot of wands. Now, it's very funny to me. There are no cups. There are no cups, so, which further tells me, quite honestly, that you might be kind of out of sync with what your heart is telling you. So, because what's also important is what's not present. Okay, so I just feel it feels like for some reason you are overly affected by other people. Okay, and it's really putting you in your head. And this may be about a plan that you have, something you want to move forward on. Specifically, since the Chariot is here, it's like you're trying to hold it together, right? Because a lot of that is the Chariot because it's your strength of will, right? And you are like, but this, whatever this is, whatever these seeds are with other people in your life, it is really affecting you. And I feel like this is something that Sagittarius comes up on. I really do. And I think it stems from the fact that people don't really understand Sagittarius. And oftentimes we don't either. Like, often we don't really grasp the fact that our way is always different and our way has to be different. I will tell you that, like, I remember, like, the first time I was married, my first marriage, I tried so hard. I tried so hard to fit into the norm, right? And I failed, y'all. I failed because I wasn't really being myself and I wasn't happy. And I feel like there are people here who are questioning what you're doing. Okay, and it is causing conflict, but the biggest conflict it's causing is in your mind. Now, there could be some fighting going on, right? There could be. And I just feel like whatever this plan is that you have for yourself, whatever you're trying to move towards, whether this is an actual move or whatever, I just feel like people are telling you, like, questioning it, right? And as much as, you know, I just feel like you may be letting it get into your head. Because under the deck here is the ten of arrows, which is the 10 of swords, the 3 of pentacles, and the 5 of wands. It's so interesting because I do feel like you very much wanted these people to see the that this is actually something good. But there's not going to be, like, they're determined to misunderstand you. They're determined to not see it because, I always feel like with the 5 of wands, we're in two corners because we're only seeing things from our side. And that's what's happening with these people, Sag. It doesn't mean that see, this plan you have for moving forward or whatever it is you're doing, it is the right plan for you. It may not be the right plan for other people. But I do see it causes you, first of all, you're very controlled. Like, you really don't want to fight, right? But whatever they say, it is causing feelings. It is, even like causing fear. Like when we're getting ready to move on to something big and you sense that something big is coming, you definitely do, right? Or you've been planning for something big. And it's like when that's stressful enough, and there's kind of this energy of, I'm trying to hold it together myself. And, and you're making it worse. And that's what I get the sense in terms of this conflict. I feel like there's other people who don't agree with what you're doing, basically. And, because look at this. We have listen to the whispers of your heart, frost of stillness, and more adventures. Embrace the unknown with curiosity, letting each journey shape your path and wisdom. And it just really is about accepting that your road is different, Sag. And there's going to be people that don't understand. And the more that you try to make them understand, the worse it gets. And I feel like that's what's happening. With the Hierophant being here, the Hierophant, the Page of Wands, the Hangman, and the World, this is definitely something, it could be something new that you're taking on, right? And it just feels with the Hierophant being so much about like the normal way or the traditional way or the way that things are done, the way they've always been done. And you're doing something that you don't have any proof that it's going to work out, right? And maybe that's the problem with people. You've tried to do it their way, but in a way you feel like doing it their way has caused you to betray your nature. And your nature is a nonconformist, Sagittarius. And if you still are stuck in this where you're trying to do things the way that they're supposed to be done, it's time for you to just take a step back and think about that. Because every time Sagittarius tries to conform to other people's expectations or, very much that Hierophant energy, we fail. We fail and it just causes unhappiness. And, because I feel like the universe wants you to embrace that your way is a different way. This isn't irresponsible. Okay, I do feel like there's people who feel like it's irresponsible, right? That you're not thinking, that you, Sag, this is what you always do. You just jump into things without thinking about them. And that's not what you're doing. You're just embracing the fact that your way is different, that your road is different. And it's actually very powerful, if I'm being honest with you. but I think that you want to be really careful about letting other people get in your head, because, the truth is that they may cause, you know, it's kind of like whenever we're doing something new, Sag, or going down a new road, or making a big life change, which is what this really feels like. And if it also feels like moving, by the way. But whenever we're making a big life change, we have fears of our own to deal with. And it feels like these people that don't agree with what you're doing make those fears worse. Make them worse. Because you know, you are going to end it because you're going to stop doing it. And you are going to go forward with it, because what you need to know is that there are people who will see that what you're doing is a good thing, right? Because you've got some good luck coming in. Look for coins, Sag. A lot of tens too, by the way. So I do really feel like you're past this point of making other people happy or going the way that other people expect you to go. And succulence, which is resilience, which is, there's so much Nine of Wands energy. I feel like it's a real effort for you to not engage in conflict. I actually do. But this is telling you that the good things are coming, and that, and these are things that you've waited some time for, where people really think that you're in Page of Wands energy, but the truth, that's not true. You've waited a long time for this change, maybe even to truly come into your power, right? And it's with the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. I will be really honest with you, and that is the fact that part of this good luck is that when you move past this, there are people actually who are really interested in what you're doing and where you're going. The right people. And, I feel like Spirit wants to prepare you for the fact that things are going to move very quickly. Okay. And where you might feel as if they've moved very slowly, because this is clearly something you've waited for some time, they are actually moving very quickly at some point. And, I feel like that's why you're being given this sign. So the signs are coins and succulents. And it's kind of when succulents is a reminder of, that your hard work is being rewarded, that you're getting the right kind of attention, and that this is going to move really quickly. And it's something about a conversation coming in that actually moves this very quickly. It may be something you're not expecting. So, maybe it's, you're talking to someone or people in general about what it is you want to do, and what you've come up against. Maybe it's because you're in this 8 and 9 of Swords energy, and they're like, Sag, that's pure magic. Let's do this. Let's do this, because that's what's happening. And then the feelings come in. They're good feelings. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. And the King of Pentacles. Because what ultimately happens is that you're getting what you want, and you're getting support, and it's starting to seem possible. With the Queen of Swords, yes, are you going to be judged for this? Probably. Probably, but you're also going to receive help. And I feel like the Queen of Swords may be someone who kind of helps you with the details of it. They're giving you more information, and the King of Pentacles is kind of stabilizing it. You know, so the Queen of Swords may be actually pointing you in a direction. Pointing you in a direction. So I love this for you, Sagittarius. And, you know, I think that I'm going to post this separately since it got so long. I just feel like this is definitely something the universe wants you to know. So just keep in mind there will also be a weekend message. Okay, Sagittarius, toodles.